Hi everybody, this is Ronnie George at Keller Williams Realty. Wanted to take the time to make a quick video. We're going to be interviewing one of our local lenders, Brad Youngblood. He's actually located at 1303 Dorchester. He's been here since the beginning of the year. He has a lot of helpful tips for us in the beginning processes of acquiring a loan or even just going through the loan in general. So I'm going to let Brad take it away a little bit. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, we opened this office for Pilgrim Mortgage the first part of this year. I'd been in the mortgage business for about 20 years and decided it was about time for me to open my own shop here in Alexandria to serve the customers of Central Louisiana.
All right, now one of the things that we'll also come across a lot is people want to know, how much am I approved for? How would you handle that?
That's a good question, Ronnie, and that's a question we get from our clients pretty much on a daily basis. They're approved up to an amount that we can get them, qualified for. And a lot of that has to do with their debt to income ratio. What percentage of that payment is in relation to their income every month? We don't want to overload them, and there's certain guidelines on each different type of loan on the maximum debt to income ratio.
Right. Okay. Now the other thing is, a lot of people will say, well, what if my credit is not perfect? I mean, is there certain things or guidelines that you would suggest to them? How would you handle that?
We see this every day, and we like to spend some time with those people that don't have, perfect credit, and if we can help them, show them how to improve their credit situation. Each different type of loan, there's several different loan programs, all have different minimum credit requirements. So if somebody's not quite there, they had some hiccups in their past. I mean, life happens. People lose their jobs, have babies, have medical issues that affect their credit sometimes. We like to spend that little extra few minutes and show them how they can improve those credit scores so they can qualify for their house of their dreams.
Okay. Now the other thing is, a lot of people in our area, it seems like they don't have a large down payment or even some down payment at all. Is that something that they can overcome? And if so, how would you address that?
Well, there are some loan programs out there that, are 100% financing. There's some programs that will allow you to get gift funds, for your down payment. So if you don't have a down payment, there might be a loan program that can fit your needs. And like I said, with the gift funds, and even in some cases, you can borrow your down payment. So there's a lot of flexibility to the loan programs that we have available today.
The other thing is, as far as interest rate, it seems like that's another pivotal point that a lot of people have in their minds is interest rate. How is that decided? And I mean, how does that affect an individual buying a home?
A lot of people call us and say, hey, we saw this on Yahoo, that the interest rate is this or that, and they come to us, well, how come our interest rate is not that low of what's posted on the internet? And sometimes they are. There's a lot of factors that go into interest rates. Interest rates are all based on risk. So the more money you put down, you're less of a risk to the bank. The higher your credit scores are, you're less of a risk, to that investor. So those would be a lower interest rate. So interest rates vary depending on the type of loan program, how much your down payment is, and really what your credit scores are.
Right. All right. Now the final thing is, what would be your best suggestion? So an individual is wanting to buy a house or thinking about buying a house. What tip would you give them to say, here's what you need to do first?
I would encourage them, before you start looking, to contact a lender, to see what you're qualified for, what your payments would be on different, price ranges, so that you're looking in the correct price range that'll fit your budget and fit your family's needs.
All right, and that concludes our interview for today. I really appreciate Brad taking the time to answer a few questions for us. And if you're looking to buy a house, again, he's located on 1303 Dorchester. And if you have any questions, we'll put his information at the end of the video, and you have a good day.